everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I have a highlight and contour tutorial for you all. If you guys would like to see how I do it, please keep on watching. Before I start, I just want to let you guys know that it is super nice out. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees today. I do have my windows open, so if you guys hear any weird noises, it is all out in the neighborhood. So for my base, for my contour and highlight, I always go in with foundation, and today I'm going to be going in with my holy grail NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in the shade Warm Honey. I love this foundation so much. And just to avoid any further messes, I always like to squeeze my foundation on my face if it has a squeeze bottle. And I already moisturized, cleansed, and did all that good stuff. So my skin is clean and ready to go. Now to do the entire highlight and contour, I do have this NYX concealer. I have the shade Deep Rich and Glow right here. So I will be using the lighter shade to highlight and the darker shade to contour. I only do a really heavy highlight contour with concealers when I know I'm going out to an event or somewhere that I'm going to be needing my makeup for a really long time. Typically I just use concealer, foundation, and then my little bronzer compact. So I just go under my eyes, starting where your eye bags would be, and you can kind of make them in a triangle formation, but it is totally up to you. Everyone is different. I know people do their forehead, their chin, under their cheekbones, but this is totally your call. Whatever you want to highlight and contour, that is totally up to you. And I just like to take my darker color and just kind of trace on top of my cheekbone. And then I like to have the, as I call them, pinchy cheek effect. So I just like to cup that right there. So when I blend everything out, it will bring everything together. And sometimes I do my temples or just use the remaining product for my cheeks and just drag it up there. But if I'm gonna go in depth, I will show you what I would normally do for going out for a full contour and highlight. So this is what I would typically look like until I blend everything out. Sometimes I go in with this concealer underneath here, but I think my foundation is fine for today, so I'm just gonna stick with this. I'm going to blend out the contour shades first. And I really like the NYX concealers because they are super blendable. Like, I've tried the e.l.f. one in a previous tutorial and it was really nice. The finish was beautiful, but it was not the easiest to blend, and it kind of gave me a really warm bronze, which this one gives me a really nice brown, heavy contour. And I just like to drag this down my neck and then get my jawline really good. And it is totally up to you. I do use the same brush that I put my foundation on. I typically always go in with the contour just to get the darker shade out of the way. And my foundations and concealers are typically more on the darker side, so I just kind of blend everything out all together and it doesn't mess up the lightness of the concealer. I really like my under eye concealer to sit for a bit, so that's why I go in and do the darker shades first as well. And when doing my under eyes, I have a really light hand just so I'm not dragging that concealer. I kind of tap and then pull a little bit, tap and pull, just to keep that concealer sitting there and keeping all the product there that I put. And then just run a little bit through here. Whatever remaining's on the brush, nothing big. To set my under eyes, I love going in with this banana shade from the Anastasia contour kit, and this is in the shade light to medium. So I have this little taper stipple brush here, perfect for under eyes. I'm going to be putting the banana powder on this and then putting it under my eyes. Let me get up close so you guys could see the difference. Do you see that? That looks so blurred and so even. That just looks phenomenal. And you can drag it up until the corner of your temple here. This is a step you just don't want to overdo because if you take photos or anything like that, you will get flashback. So just really be careful on how much powder and what shade powder you use. And I just put some on my forehead and just down the bridge of my nose. because I also like to go in and set everything with my Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder. So I will do that first and then go in and contour. The reason I do that is so my products don't drag in between each other. So I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder and setting my entire face. And you can see it didn't do anything. It still left my cream contour there. I find that this helps your makeup stay all day. I'm telling you, I've worn my makeup for a really long time, and this really helps. And then this also helps too because I'm adding my natural skin tone back to that banana shade, but everything still looks bright and beautiful. I like to concentrate around my mouth and my nose just because of glass purposes, and then because I wear glasses, and then smile lines. Once you put on powder, I feel like the bronzer just goes on smooth, because once you have that concealer just sitting there and it's semi-wet and there's no powder that went on top, I feel like you just get really muddy lines if you just go and put bronzer right on top of concealer. So I like to set everything and then go in and bronze. So right now, this little Such a Rush palette from ColourPop has been my favorite. I love it. So this is what I'm going to be using instead of the Anastasia contour kit. And I just like to mix each of the 3 shades together. And then I like to make my funny fish face and follow that same line. Basically, everywhere I cream contoured, I will go over and powder contour. And I'm not a big nose contour person, but just to put that color back and make everything look dimensional, I just like to dust my nose. Now that all the highlight and contour is complete, I do go in with some blush and just apply that to the apples of my cheeks. And for blush, I'm using the Lizzie McGuire You Are Magnifico blush. And for highlight, the shimmer and all, my very favorite is this Makeup Revolution Cocoa Pebbles highlighter. This is what it looks like inside. So it has every different color just meshed together. I love it. And it is very pigmented, as you can see. And then to finish everything off, we will be adding lipstick, and that will be it. So I'm going to be going in with this beautiful brown lipstick from Kat Von D. This is her liquid lipstick in the shade Crucifix. Beautiful chocolate brown. Tie my entire makeup look together. So I'm very indecisive, and I kind of like my hair up in this little updo that I have going. I just have it clipped up. I did wash it last night, so it's very voluminous and very fresh. At the same time, I kind of want to let it down. I don't know what to do. Let's see how it looks down. I'll probably go with down. Looks so pretty. I did the entire Olaplex hair care system because my hair really needed some TLC, so I'm really loving how this came out. Okay everyone, so that was it for today's video. I hope you guys had a great time watching me highlight and contour. I know everyone has a different way. Like I say, makeup is an art. You perceive it and do it the way you want to, but I hope you liked my way and learned something from this video. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and to leave some comments down below on what other videos you guys would like to see. And don't forget to turn on that notifications bell so you guys will never miss any uploads of mine. With all of that said, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah!